down and I would get very clear on the fact that I think many of us do understand our purpose. We just don't understand the vehicle. The purpose most likely is to improve something in some way, shape, or form for some person. And if you think about it, I mean, that's kind of what everything is. Everything is kind of that. That's that process. Where I think a lot of us get tied up is we say, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make money doing it. And I don't know how to make it my future. And that becomes the vehicle. So just as an example, long before I was a podcaster or a speaker, any of that, I was coaching people on Snapchat because I would post positive things and people would ask me questions. I loved that. I've always loved helping people. It wasn't till I was interviewed on a podcast, we finished the episode, and I said to my friend, imagine if you could do that for a living. And he said, well, there's people that do. Vehicle has been shown to me. Okay, awesome. So there's a couple questions you can ask. What would I find you talking about with the people closest to you on a Friday night? I'm always talking about improvement and ego. Last night, my wife and I had a beautiful conversation about my exiles and all that stuff. So that's something you might find me talking about. What makes you so incredibly sad that you can't move forward with your day without addressing it? Someone I know went to the Great Barrier Reef and found out the Great Barrier Reef was closer to a Great Barrier Cemetery. And that changed the way they did everything in terms of being more environmentally conscious. That's a big one. What if people told you without asking that you're really good at? What's something you lose track of time when you're doing? Right? I have no idea what time it is right now. It could be any time, could be nighttime. Those are questions you can ask. But I really think the thought behind it that has shifted the most for me and helped me the most is your purpose is what you're doing. Your vehicle is how you deliver it to the world. You have to believe deeply in the vehicle or it'll never seem realistic. If you want to clean up the beaches, that's the thing. I want to clean up the beaches. Every time I go to the beach, there's cigarettes and there's solo cups. It's just a mess. But how could I do it sustainably? How could I ever make money doing it? And where do I start? I think that's the vehicle. So that's what I would say. I would flip the script a little bit and say, I think a lot of us have a closer understanding of our purpose than we realize. We just don't necessarily know what the sustainable vehicle that will create the change and success we want is yet.